Have you ever been gaslit? Do you know what gaslighting is? It's a form of psychological manipulation meant to make you second guess yourself, your perceptions, your thoughts, your reality. It's often done by people who want to control or manipulate you, or they want to avoid responsibility. There are 9 key signs to look for to know whether or not you have or are being gaslit. Gaslighting can be done by anyone that is close to you. It can be your husband, your wife, your partner, your coworker, your friend, your brother, or your sister. The first sign to look for is you're starting to second guess yourself and the details in your past, or you don't trust your memory. You're asking yourself, did that really happen? Or no, it didn't happen. You may feel on edge, or you feel like you're walking on eggshells. It feels awkward or weird to be around this person that you think is gaslighting you. Something feels off, but you can't put your finger on it. A third sign is that you are constantly the one that you feel you have to apologize, that everything is your fault whenever something doesn't go right or according to plan. Yes, when something doesn't go quite right and we play a part in it, chances are we have some responsibility for it, but that's different than feeling like everything is your fault. There is a difference between saying, this is my part, and I take responsibility for this part, but rather than feeling like, oh my gosh, like I feel so bad, this is all my fault, everything I do is wrong. Number 4 is you are often trying hard to make other people happy at your own detriment. This is not about being caring and loving, being thoughtful, and doing nice things because you want to. This is when you feel stressed and anxious, on edge, or overwhelmed with trying to make sure that everyone is happy all the time. And then it even feels like it's all your fault if they're not. If everyone isn't full of joy and bliss, whenever you're around, you feel like it's your fault or something you've done is wrong. The next one is you feel like something is fundamentally wrong with you. Maybe it's this nagging feeling in the back of your mind, or maybe it's right there in the front of your mind. You feel like you are crazy. You feel like you're too weak, or you're too sensitive, or you're broken, or you're flawed beyond repair. You just have this feeling inside. Chances are, if you feel this way, you have been a victim of gaslighting during your formative years. You had somebody in your life who was emotionally or psychologically manipulating you through gaslighting. Number 6 is you often find it hard to trust your own judgment, and you're often looking for other people to give you answers. Like you almost feel paralyzed when it comes to making decisions. You can't make your own decisions. It's almost like you have to get other people to tell you what to do. Number 7 is it's not only when you're around this person that is gaslighting you, but you feel on edge or uncomfortable, maybe even in general, most of all of the time. You feel anxious and you can't pinpoint why. There is just a general sense of uneasiness, often or maybe even a lot of the time. Something just doesn't quite feel right. Again, because you have been psychologically manipulated. Things are off balance, things are off inside of you. It's not permanent, it's not damage beyond repair, but it is something that needs to be dealt with and worked through. But it's not you. It's not because you're flawed or broken, it's because you have probably been psychologically or emotionally abused at some point in your life, but you're not broken. Number 8 is, now compared to before, you're such a much weaker version of yourself that you feel or you know you used to be a lot more stronger and confident. You're asking, where did that person go? I feel so small, so weak, so often. I almost feel like a shell of myself, and I don't remember feeling this way before. I used to feel much more confident and stronger. The last one is if you've been a victim of gaslighting in a more severe way, you now become afraid of speaking up or expressing your wants, needs, preferences, or feelings. You believe your voice is not being heard, or you feel you're not being heard or not even seen. These signs might come up every once in a while, or maybe there is one or a couple of people that when you are around them, something is off. It's not quite right. You can't put your finger on it. you don't know really what's going on. This is gaslighting.